Below we have an undefeated in Swiss, top 8 Adrian. You play Sky Striker DPE, right?
Sky Striker DP.
You actually went undefeated in Swiss in 7, 8 rounds. That's a lot of rounds.
7 rounds. I went 7-0 and I lost all 7 die rolls.
Yeah,
I even lost the top 8 die roll. So 0 for 8 today on die rolls. Went 7-0 undefeated in Swiss, and then Gene's a man and he beat us in top 8.
Yeah. Alright, well, show us your main deck.
Okay.
How many cards is this again? I forgot.
40 cards.
40 cards, okay.
So standard, your starters. I guess some people play one rose, but I feel like in the Predaplant, it helps you get into Predaplant Verte if you needed to, and you got to see the amount of starters. I didn't see any starters in top 8. That kind of sucked. So standard. One of striker spells. I play more if I could. One of. This card, usually people play 2, but I think the card's
I've been seeing this. Why?
Yeah, the card's kind of.
Why is this at 1 now?
I just think the card's kind of bad, and I don't play, I cut a lot of the striker spells, you don't play Jammy, and I don't play Booster. I don't want to play things that get locked because of my DPE. So, I think 1 was perfect with the terraforming, so technically 2 copies. Multi-roll, obviously engaged, needs to come back to 2. 2 cannon. The second cannon gets sided out a lot. If I'm playing Sword Soul, I don't think it's that crazy of a card. It also loses to Storm, Twin, and all that. So yeah. it gets sided out a lot, but against Bird Up, it's pretty decent. And against
decks. Like DPE decks is good.
DPE, this. Honestly, the Striker engine just really shits on DPE. So I thought the whole room was gonna be on DPE, which a lot of it was. So people play Chalice for DPE. We have Anchor, so it's crazy. So obviously 3 Anchor. That's all it for the Striker cards. For the spell cards, Terraforming, Rhoda, Called by to protect your Fusion Destiny and anything that you need to resolve. 3 Fusion Destiny. Obviously this card's crazy. This card just does so much for the deck, the sub engine, not having to open Ray just helps out so much. And then Prosperity, this is a little different. I think not everybody runs Prosperity. I even thought about maxing out on it, maybe I should have, but I couldn't find another card. I didn't want to play 41.
Okay.
And it helps you get into Fusion Destiny and Ray. It honestly would have been nice to see at least that card in top 8. So that's it for the spells. For hand traps, we played 12 of them, 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, 3 Veiler, and 3 Nib. So 3 Nib in the main deck's not really standard, but I felt like it was pretty needed. It kind of conflicts with TC Boo, but if you have TC Boo, they're not playing anyways. And then so if they out TC Boo, then you have Nib. It honestly put in work today. No one was playing around at game 1, and then having it in combination, the Bird Up deck is so strong going first that you need to open Nib Veiler or Imperm Nib.
Any combination with Nib.
Yeah, Imperm on its own is not bad, because if you wait for the normal summon after they already made the Exceed guy and they banish 4 for Omen and you hit them there, then that can really hurt them. They can pass. But drawing them in combination is pretty nice. And then card that did work all day was TC Boo.
Nice.
This card's nuts. Honestly, the main reason why I'm playing the deck. This or Invoke can run this card, and this card just cracked.
Good job. And
then the bricks.
Yeah. All right.
Which kind of stuck to my hand all day, but luckily it didn't. You want side or extra?
We'll do your extra deck.
Alright, so standard, 3 Kagari, 3 Shiz, only 2 Hayate. You don't need the third. If you need a third, you're not playing the deck right. Kayana, Zeke, Predaplant Engine, and then shout out to everybody for lending me cards.
We'll get to that part.
None of these are mine.
Yeah.
But Halk, Celine, access code. You have to play this engine. I was playing Unicorn and Nightmare at locals for a little bit, testing, just because I was so scared of order. But this helps you close out games so bad. It's just you need it in the deck. Striker obviously can't close out games.
Yeah.
DP helps.
That card is too good.
Yeah. Side deck. 3 Token Collector. Our room is filled with Sword Soul, so I feel like you had to play it. There's outs to it, sure, but you better have it. If not, you're not playing the game.
Yeah.
1 Pinkertops, mainly for Imperial Order. Other than that, this card's not very good in this format, I don't think. It doesn't do a lot against, full boards right now, but, it's really just for Order and against, mid-range decks. And then for going first, we played the Artifact Package and 3 Shared Ride. So I just wanted cards that didn't lose the Storm, Twin, or Cosmic, and all these cards just play through it. So usually I had a Drytron player like have me draw 9 cards. Like he kind of had to play, but like still.
But still,
I drew like 9 cards and then like imperm nibbed them. And then like these went in too. Just no matter what, like these are probably gonna skip turns, and that's all I wanted to do. And then for going second, Regeki. Regeki's actually pretty good against Sword Soul because like you run so many anchors and ways to bait out Fleur that if you bait out Fleur, you knock out Fleur, the Monster Negate with Grandmaster, and the Blackout, so you take care of like the whole board. So, I mean, it's just a good card going second. And then 3 Cosmic for Imperial Order. And, you know, back row decks. I didn't play against any back row decks. This deck was built for combo. But Striker naturally plays through a lot on its own. So it was pretty good.
Well, thank you, Adrian. Congratulations. Okay, so I guess, yeah, you get to
Shout
that part.
Yeah, shout out to all of San Antonio because they're my homies and I love our locals. Shout out to
Don't give one to Nunez.
over here.
Don't give one to Nunez.
No, we're gonna give one to Nunez. He's the GOAT. Even though he didn't give me one for Fortnite, it's alright. But shout out to Anonymous. Mainly, he gives me all the cards I need to play. Lets me play this game. Shout out to Zeke, Jade, Eddie at home, Anthony, Sky Guys, baby, let's go. Eric behind the camera, and Top Deck Scrubs.
Oh God.
If you're not subscribing, what are you doing? Like, subscribing. Let's go.
Thank you, Adrian.